Hello friends, myself Dr. Satpal Yadav, working as an assistant professor in Lakshmibai National Institute of Physical Education, Northeast Regional Center, Guwahati. So today in this video we are going to learn the mechanical analysis of pulling and pushing, how the moment moves. To know that, we must know what is force. The force is pull and push of an object to get moved. Pull. In simple, if we apply a force of an object and that object moves towards you, is pull. Pull is the object when comes towards you. Example, the child pulling the rope towards them side. Push. When you apply a force on the object, when it moves away from you, is the push. Example, the girl pushing the snow. The other example, the kids pushing the car on which the girl is sitting. The difference between pull and the push is the direction in which the motion is getting happen or occurring. Aim of pulling and pushing. The aim of pulling and pushing is to produce a force so that the movement get occur on the object in which it has been applied. The force is applied on the object to overcome the inertia and the friction so that the body get accelerated from its resting position. When an object moves and reach at a certain speed, it has been resisted by the rolling or the sliding friction. The other aim is stapling an object or slide an object which does not have the wheels. The mechanics of pulling and pushing. It has the two stages. One, getting the object get start. Second, continue the motion. Here the problem of these two stages is the applying force that should be most in the economical manner with the least effort, least risk of injuries. When we start moving the car, we work with against the static force of that wheel and the inertia of that car. Lead to the conclusion, greater mass and the greater coefficient of friction require the great amount of force to get moved and continue in that motion. Greater friction have on an object which is slide on the floor than the wheels on the cart. So the former greater force is required to get moved. Correspondingly, more massive cart or the object, it is difficult to get moved because of the greater inertia that resists the acceleration. Therefore, the frictional force at the feet is greater in the acceleration phase because of the mass of both body and the cart require acceleration and the frictions to be get overcome. As the dynamic frictional force get decreased with the increase in the velocity, the frictional force get decreased with the acceleration. When the steady state of velocity of the pulling and pushing is achieved, the acceleration is zero and the only resisting is the frictional force. The biomechanics of pulling and pushing. To overcome the inertia in the initial stage of the pull and push require the isometric muscular activity of the numerous muscles. Whether the muscular activity of flexor and extensor that depends upon the pull and push of their performance and the posture that has been adopted. The movement differs between the pull and push is occurred by the hip, shoulder and the elbow joints. Pulling and pushing activity require the spinal extensor and the flexor respectively. The maximum movement can be obtained from the each joint by adapting the optimal posture in the isometric cases. If the reaction force of the hand is larger, it is likely because of the movement generated by the shoulder, elbow and the wrist joint that unable to resist the displacement of the body center of the mass. There are the two solutions of this pushing. One, pushing with the back. Second, change in the segmental configuration. The first solution, pushing from the back. The force gets distributed in the large area. It reduces the pressure on a single joints. The contraction of the leg and the trunk muscles produce force at the shoulder joint. that is transmitted to the cart by the arms. And at the time of pushing, you have to keep the elbow and the wrist at the fixed angle. The second solution to overcome the high resistance force is the change in the segmental configuration. How it can be done? At the beginning, the arm should be straight in the pushing. So it's developed a large movement from the ankle, knee and the hip joint so that it accelerates the body center of the mass. The lower limbs straighten and then the upper limbs get flexed, leading to development of the horizontal movement of the body center of the mass. Thank you.